This is the Friday, August 29th, 2025 weather update. Alright guys, today we have quite a bit to talk about, mostly in the long range. First I wanted to point out we do have two systems, a 60% chance of a tropical cyclone forming in the next 7 days, and then 80% chance in the next 7 days, and then a 60% in the next 48 hours. This one actually threatens Hawaii, Hawaii, and so I'll just watch out, but it's nothing real concerning right now. This one looks like it's going to go that way. This one looks like it's going to go that way, so it's not that concerning, but I'm still keeping an eye on that. Okay, the Atlantic also has a tropical cyclone, probability of a tropical cyclone forming there, and it's a 30% chance in the next 7 days, so it's not that concerning, and it'll probably weaken before it gets to the United States, but I'm still keeping a close eye on that, because if it actually does end up forming, there is still that chance that it does hit the United States. Now I have another thing to talk about. It's the cold air that's coming, and the severe weather and the precipitation, long range sort of. You can see we're just seeing scattered showers over the United States over the next couple of days. And look at that. On September 3rd, you can see we have a cold front in Canada, and it's the 540 line is way below, and this is pretty much the below freezing line. It might be a little not below freezing. You can see we have some snow here. It's actually expected to stick, and it's still summer, so it's kind of unusual to see snow that early. And then if we go farther, you can see we're seeing more snow. This is even more snow, and we actually do see the 540 line in the United States a little bit. And if we go farther, that was around 1. It's not expected to produce a lot of severe weather, but I'm still keeping an eye on that. You can see we still have the 540 line just sit right here in Canada. Look at that. That's a hurricane I'm looking at. This is in the future on September 6th. I'm keeping an eye on that too, because we could have it hit Hawaii. It's pretty low right now. A lot of the models are showing it drift off to this side or that side, but I'm just keeping an eye on it still. And then this is round 2. We're actually seeing some snow in the United States, possibly on September 9th. This is just a guess. It's far out, so we don't know. But we could see some snow in the mountains, and it's still summer. And then here's when we start to see some more severe weather. I think the biggest area that's going to be affected by severe weather will be this area in the long term, but we might see some severe weather farther on, as we get into October. But our area, we could see some severe weather later on, farther into September. But right now, I think the highest probability for severe weather later on is here, but I'm still concerned for our area this fall. If we go farther, you can see we're not seeing as much snow, but we still are seeing some areas, a little area of snow here and there. And here we might have a little bit of severe weather here, but it's not that concerning so far. You can see another system here. I'm keeping an eye on that one too for the potential for a hurricane to make landfall in Hawaii. And you can see we're seeing some more rain and stuff, but this is probably going to become severe, but most of it is staying in the central United States and not going to our area. But we could have some more areas and more severe weather in our area as we go farther. Another thing I wanted to show is just the big picture. You can see it shows Hawaii, Alaska, and the United States. I just wanted to show a big picture of the temperature. So you can see right now it's August 29th, and you can see that this is the cold air, where the cold air meets with the hot air. And then at the end of this model, you can see we're seeing a lot of the cold air trying to make it in. You can see we have actually one trough that comes in, and it produces some cold air, so that we're gonna have some more cold air in our area. It kind of warmed up a little. We're still seeing lows in the 60s in our area, but it's expected to get cooler, but we are going to see highs maybe in the 90s, so we're going to see a little bit of a warm up, but the cold air is still trying to make it in, even though it's warm in our area. You can see it's trying, and by the time this model ends, you can see on September 14th, the cold air line is down to here. So it started up here and now it's down to here. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the below average temperatures. This is the 6 to 14 day temperature outlook, September 3rd through 7th. You can see we're seeing below average temperatures, and so that's because the trough that's trying to come down several times. So we're going to see a very below average early September. One last thing I wanted to show you is that today we have a slight severe weather threat, or a small severe weather threat. You can see here we have a marginal risk driven by damaging winds and large hail for a portion of Texas and Louisiana, and then up here we do have another marginal risk driven by damaging winds and large hail. We don't have a tornado threat with that, so I'm not concerned for that, but still be weather aware today. I think that's all the weather talk I have for you today. Please subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on, that way you don't miss out on any new videos. I hope to see you on Tuesday. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.